Well, howdy, and welcome back. Our Misfits and Malcontents UFC 312 fight breakdown is brought to you, as always, by Elrod's Roller Coaster. Remember, if you're knocked down 5 times, you get up 6. And remember here, nicknames can help. We got 2 great championship fights tonight. It's a rematch. You got champ Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland for the belt, and another champ, Zhang Weili, puts her belt on the line against unbeaten Tatiana Suarez. There's some really interesting new matchups with ranked and unranked fighters filling out this card. There's some career breakout opportunities that abound too. So let's get on to the 3 prelims that interest me. And no disrespect to any fighters if I don't cover them all. First off, in the bantamweights, we got fighters Alexander the Conquistador Topuria, 5-1, versus 7-0 Colby Thicknessy, pardon me. Topuria has his brother, you know him, the champ Ilya, in his corner, and Thicknessy has Volkanovski in his. Topuria fights a lot like his brother. He's got great mechanics, he's got a powerful overhand right, and he's a pit bull. Thicknessy is a very good grappler, and he could take it to the mat. That's where I think he's going to have his best chance, but Topuria will probably beat him up there too. I'm going with the Conquistador Topuria in this one. Ladies flyweights are next. You got Kong the Joker Wang. She's 6-1 and she takes on Bruno Brazil from the Fighting Nerds. Now Joker is powerful. She's fast. She's a great striker, and she may be too much for Brazil, especially since Brazil is moving up a weight class for this fight. But Brazil is from the Fighting Nerds. She's a longtime member, maybe even their longest, if I get this right. They won 12 fights last year, so they got a solid team. They're putting up some great fighters. Keep your eyes open here. These ladies can scrap, and they will. Kong and Brazil are very good on the ground. Still, I think Kong Wang is going to be too much for the Fighting Nerd. And on nicknames, Joker beats a close Fighting Nerd. I'm going with Joker. Hey, next up, we've got a really interesting fight, and this one is cool. Jack Farr Jenkins at featherweight, 13-3 versus Gabriel Mosquetino Santos at 11-2. Santos will look for takedowns. He'll look for lots of them. And with a name like Little Mosquito, he'll keep picking at you. You know, Jenkins needs to get in close, I think, with little dirty boxing to win this one. Santos has some nasty kicks, and he hides them pretty well. It's a close one on this one because I like Jenkins, and I like the nickname Farr, but I think the Little Mosquito is going to do it tonight. So I'm taking Santos. I'll tell you, moving right on to the main card, we've got some good fights here. At welterweight, we've got the Celtic Kid, Jake Matthews, at 20-7 versus Francisco Prado, who's 12-2. Matthews is super comfortable. He's been in the ring a lot. Prado's going to throw bombs, hoping to take Matthews out. Now, this is Prado's first time. Is that right? I'm not sure. Matthews super comfortable. He's quick. He's solid. He's got great skills on the ground. You know, again, Prado's got some powerful striking. So I think in this one, it may be over pretty quick. And I think it's going to be, I hate to say it, but Prado? Yeah, go with Prado. Light heavies. Jimmy Crute, 12-4. He's 0-4 in his last 4 fights, though, versus Rodolfo Bellato. He's 4-0 in his last 4 fights. So you've got the traitor, Bellato, versus Crute. Now, Crute has some serious power, and he's got a great gas tank. I think that might be his play to try and drag this thing out. But Bellato has a chin, and he'll take Crute's punches. Crute's mullet beats Bellato in this one. So I'm, again, going with Jimmy Crute. Let's see, what do we got? Heavies. We got Justin, the bad man Tafa, versus 6'7", Taliesin Teixeira. Sikau is his nickname. And forgive me, this is Teixeira's first UFC fight. Bad man Tafa's, he's had 9 of them. So you got 7-4 Tafa versus 7-0 Teixeira, but it's Teixeira's first fight. Justin moves really well for a heavyweight, and he can avoid Teixeira's reach, which is considerable. Now watch for Tafa's left. He's got a very short, quick, powerful left. I think that uppercut just might land a few times tonight. Teixeira's reach, height, and his kicks could do it. But when he throws with that reach, he's sometimes off balance. And that off balance is how Tafa moves really well. He could back up and then take out Teixeira. So I'm going to go with Badman to beat Chikao on this one. Moving right along, man. Main card. Here we go with the biggies. We've got Magnum Zhang Weili, champ. I really like champ, man. These strawweight ladies are gonna duke it out tonight. Weili is 25-3-0. She's got speed. She's strong. She's worked really hard on her takedown defense. Watch for her elbows. She's good against wrestlers, and I think she's gotten even better. Now, Tatiana Suarez, boy, hard to argue with an 11-0 fighter coming up. She doesn't fight that often, though, but we know her game, ground and grapple. She's excellent with jiu-jitsu. She's got great hands and good speed, but not to match Weili. Can she take Weili down? I don't know. She's certainly going to try. I think she could a couple during this fight, but I think Weili's going to be able to work out of it. Anyway, if Suarez can take Weili down and do it consistently, I think we got a fight. Both of these ladies are really tough. Remember, they both beat Jessica Andrade. Suarez took 2 rounds to do it. Weili just beat Andrade up in the first. And I'm a fan of Andrade. I got to meet her, man. She is a nice lady, man. Weili, Z-Dub, she's really stepped up an already awesome game. I'm going to give the cardio to Magnum because Suarez never been 5 rounds. And if it goes far into the deep water, I think Magnum's going to take it. So I think your result here at the end is going to be, and still champion, Magnum. Now we get to the really just off the charts matchup. We've got Strickland versus the champ, Dricus du Plessis 2. Now, Du Plessis, oh my God, it's hard to believe that he has a record of, he hasn't lost in almost 7 years. He is 10-0, I believe, in his last 10 fights. He's a beast, man. He is just a beast. I think that this is a fight that should stoke anybody. I don't know how anybody can say this isn't a great fight. It really is. So you got Still Knox du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. I wonder if there's even a nickname that would fit this guy. Some people are talking about Strickland having a staph infection. He's got that thing you can see on his, just under his left delt. I don't think it's an issue with Strickland. I just don't think so. Remember, in the last fight, which I think that Strickland won, I think Strickland jabbed Dricus to pieces. But Dricus is a warrior, and you saw him mix up all sorts of stuff that he will do again tonight. Strickland is measured. He's almost robotic. He's going to move forward. He's going to slough off shots with those shoulders that he rolls, man. It's pretty wild. Du Plessis mixes a lot of shit up, and he's a wild man. So, it's funny. You've got 2 guys who, in their personal demeanor, when they're doing, especially in the press stuff, you've got Strickland, who is just off the hook, and Du Plessis is very controlled. And then you see him in the ring, and Strickland is, again, almost robotic, and Du Plessis turns into some kind of a wild man. Strickland's a wild man, but in his own way. Yeah, and again, Du Plessis is 8-0 in the UFC. He's unbeaten in almost 7 years. He's on a 10-fight win streak. That last fight was really close, and this fight may be too close to call, but I'm going to go with Sean, fill in the blank, Robot, for a nickname, beating Still Knox Du Plessis. I think it may go the full fight, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a knockout, a surprising knockout by Strickland. I'm really looking forward to a great fight, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoy this card. And there's a lot going on, but thank you for watching. And please throw me a like, a comment, so I can get better and enjoy the fights. Hey, everybody. Y'all take care.